Joining me to talk about the doll and its impact is LaChance. She's the Executive Director of Canadian Down Syndrome Society and reached her in Collingwood, Ontario. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me to join you.
Yeah, this is really a neat thing for them to do. What was your reaction when you heard about this new Barbie?
We thought it was a wonderful thing. Children really love to see themselves being represented, to see their disability represented in a doll. And we think that this is just a great step to celebrating communities, inclusive of those with visible difference, and that it's a real nod to our community and celebrates diversity with just such endless possibilities for storytelling and discovery.
Have you heard from any parents about this?
We've been following very closely on social media, and so many people are just delighted that children will have an opportunity to begin these conversations really early. There'll be a group of girls, perhaps, and young boys with Barbie dolls, and the play that they might have with this, the opportunities to have discussion about diversity and inclusion and to really normalize ability.
Now, what Mattel says is that this doll, the goal of it is to counter social stigma through play. What are your thoughts on that? Because I think kids can play with these dolls, whether they have Down syndrome or not, and then maybe ask a lot of questions.
Children can certainly ask questions, and we know, for generations, children have looked into their toy boxes to help them understand their identities and how they fit into community. And, we're really hoping that in turn that dolls of difference really help to foster these conversations, make kids be more empathetic and open-minded, and to really foster acceptance and confidence and hope among those who might otherwise be viewed as different.
Yeah, and really, let's be frank, Mattel has been criticized in the past for contributing to unrealistic beauty standards and not being inclusive enough. Is it starting to make up for that?
I think so. I think it's definitely a business decision for Mattel, which we like to see, businesses changing their social justice message. They really made a sincere effort to accurately depict a woman with Down syndrome, and that they've really brought the conversation of inclusion into the mainstream, and we find this very helpful.
So for children with Down syndrome, what will this mean for them?
I think being able to see themselves represented, to see their own disability represented in a doll, it will make for wonderful storytelling and then playing from a very young age.
Just finally, before I let you go, overall, we're looking at the pictures there and we see the smiles on the kids' faces too. Just what you think down the road we can expect when it comes to, toys being created and just overall for the people. Look at the smile on her face. I just love that.
It is great, and we can only hope that Mattel, as a large international corporation, will use this as a first step to future design and future inclusions in collections. And who knows, maybe down the road we'll see a Ken doll with Down syndrome, and that too would be a great step in the journey towards inclusion.
Absolutely. LaChance, thank you for coming on to talk about this. It's really nice to see this inclusion happening.
Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon.
You as well. LaChance is the Executive Director of Canadian Down Syndrome Society.